Do you need an extension?
I need thinner things is what I need. I need a thin shaft.
Hi people. As you can see, we're behind on work. I'm at the workplace. We're doing some work on my mate's car here. As you can see him over here, tickling my toolbox. We're currently doing some suspension work on his, changing some tyres. Then in a bit, we're going to crack on with mine, get some work done on mine as well. Bear with us because it might be chaotic. As you can find, we're using a step ladder and he's cursing at my toolbox because it's a mess. Only a little bit of a mess, but...
Oh my god!
We'll get back to you. Hi guys, as you can see underneath here, all the suspension setup is pretty the same. So if any of you guys ever do any suspension work on your own car, as we do, all you're doing is this bolt here, pop spring out, and you basically bolt it back up. We coil over suspension, obviously you have an adjustable bottom, you can adjust it up and down for your ride height, all this lot. Max is crazy as I am, so he's going all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And these two bolts up there for a top shocker. They're all roughly 16s unless they've been changed, but I'm showing you this shocker mainly compared to this one, is that if you see any residue like that on your shock absorber, it's because it's leaking oil. So I would highly recommend to get it changed because it's not effective at all. So I'm going to give the torch back to Matt and we'll go back to the front. Right then, this is the front suspension. As you can see, it's pretty worn out. This is why he's changing.
It's in fine condition.
Fine condition, we're saying.
Fine condition.
Fine condition.
Just road wet.
Undone the drop links. On his setup at the minute, he doesn't actually have adjustable drop links. What I'm saying about adjustable drop links is when you lower a car, you need to adjust your anti-roll bar up because for one it could catch or something like this. He's been pretty lucky because he hasn't been catching with this type of setup, but he has got a set of adjustable drop links to chuck on. So we are going to compare them with my drop links what I've got in my car and then measure them up to the same size as that, and then that should be a good clearance for him. But I'll show you him once he's got the new one set up. But on this, it's pretty simple. There's a back bolt at the back here, and then you've got your top bolt, and all the lot comes out. But you have to be able to knock the hub out of the shocker on this setup. But it's not bad. A few pipes and all that lot to move, but yeah, it's pretty simple. It's exactly the same on my car, but not bad. Okay, while he's playing with his suspension and stuff, I'm going to do some bits on mine. Just quick oil and filter change. Oil filters down here, it's a plastic cap one, so oil filter insert goes in. Another top tip for you is I just pull these, undo my cap, and I undo the oil filter housing as well, so when I drain the oil comes out at once. And while I'm here, I'll just do a few bits, checking the levels, all that stuff, getting ready for the ring. crack on. To undo it, got these adapters that fit onto the top of the oil filter housing. So loads of different sizes, different manufacturers of car. Just a normal ratchet. This to undo your sump. The sump plugs are 19mm on this one. We do have different adapters for different cars, obviously. So I'll get one that fits mine. There we go. Jobs as you do. Put that on. Put this on. And there we go. Undo this. And do it until it comes to, you can just see it wobbling, and then the oil filter is in there. Just as easy as that. Right, I'll send it up, get the oil out. There, he's got all one off. We've had to use this so we can get top nut off. Recommend not to, but
Nice.
what you've got to do is transfer all the old stuff off the old one onto a new one so it'll mount up to your car alright. Got a top cap that goes on top of the shocker. We're not using that, but you've got to make sure that you transfer this because this is your top mount that allows it to turn when you're turning the wheel. That sticks on top. This is new, and then tighten it up. Like brand new. Sorted. Okay, well, I've got my car ramp. I'm doing disc and pads. All it is on these calipers to undo them is 2 bolts here, one there and one there, 7mm Allen key, undoes it, off it comes. 1 thing to check on these, the top tip is that these sliders move. These calipers being a bit old, rust gets in behind them and they start to swell up a bit, so they end up being a bit tight up. Best way to do it is take these rubbers out and clean them all out, but these aren't so bad. So all I'm going to do is take them out, clean them up and put a bit of copper grease on, and you should sort them out. With this, I'm changing discs as well on this, just for pure fact I'm putting better discs and pads on, so just a better make, better model instead of some cheap ones, just in case I end up doing that one lap. These are the pads, they're not that badly worn, but recently they have been squeaking, so I am going to do them, but the discs are licked and shot. To get the disc off, they're held in with 1 screw. I'll find it. All it is, it's a little posi drive screw. Sometimes you have to use an impact driver to get them off, but this one just came undone with a normal screwdriver. So yeah, that's that with the brakes. I'll build it all back up. Hey, I didn't kind of do a closing the other day from when I did the service, the oil service, and I helped Mac out with his suspension and that. Big shout out to Mac, you'll find him up on Insta. I'll throw his Instagram up on in the description. But anyway, I did all the service and I did the front brakes on my car, as you'll see in the video and that. Didn't talk a lot because it was getting quite late at work and all this lot. But anyway, thanks for the support so far. Just like to say a big shout out for Mac for giving me the help on the car the other day. I obviously did return, I helped him out with his suspension, and we also did the tyres on his car as well. But yeah. But anyway, it's always a good crack with Mac, you'll find out in Germany. But anyway, catch you in a bit. See you on the next video. Like, subscribe, click that bell button. Just keep it going. Till next time, see you later guys.